Hello, everyone. We're live. Very excited today. Fabio,
Good
Nigel,
evening, good
hello.
evening, good
How are you?
evening. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear us? That's the question that we always ask during these lives. Can you see us? Do we show up? Are we even live?
Everyone,
We're
we're definitely live. Excited today. Fabio,
Good
Nigel,
evening,
hello.
good evening, good
How are you?
evening. Hello. Okay, I do hear myself and my terrible voice.
Did you just turn the audio on or what to check it?
No, myself, no. I think it was somebody
That could
else.
have been me.
Yeah, there you
Because I
go.
heard it. I heard it. Yeah. Yeah. So how's
Good
everybody
evening,
doing this
everybody.
evening? Yeah.
Jason, good evening. Thanks for joining me tonight. Yesterday, you could not be here. We had a great time with the guys at Narrative. Tonight, we're with our friend Nigel from Sinai and 3D London. But our special guests, the team at archviz artist, Aga and Adam. Guys, thanks a lot for being here with us tonight. How are you doing?
Thanks. Yeah, we're great. We're excited to talk.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for
Thank you for
inviting us.
yeah.
Let me ask you, is this the first live that you guys do?
Not really for me, but
For
for
me,
Adam,
obviously. Yeah.
definitely.
First time in
Adam,
YouTube.
this is the first time that you show your face on the internet.
Yes,
Exactly.
exactly.
He does
For
exist.
obvious reasons, Aga is better representation of our pair, so I prefer to stay that way. But yeah, I make exception for you guys.
There you go. Wow, I feel
Great.
incredibly honored.
Yes, definitely.
Incredibly honored. Guys, we're very excited to have you here. Personally, because I've seen like your growth since, the first times that you started, which I think was just around COVID. And then I saw how big everything became, the channel and all the tutorials, the masterclass. And today I sort of like wanna lend the the D2 platform to you guys to tell a little bit your story, because we always talk about new people coming in the industry, and like one of our commitments is to show to the younger people what it is that the new people that are coming into the industry do and how they innovate and how they create new things that allow them to stay in this industry. And so why don't you help us a little bit deconstructive the story of everything that you guys have created? How did it start and how did it start developing?
Yeah, so both of us, we studied architecture. So this is fair to say that this is where it started. And during our engineering degree, we went for internships in LA, where we found out that architecture is, let's say, a bit hard job to do. Yeah, I think lots of us have the same experiences, so I don't really have to explain that. But we stayed. We wanted to continue anyway, and we came back to Poland. We finished engineering degree, but actually traveling was so excited to us that we decided to take 1 year break before master degree, and we wanted to go somewhere else, somewhere far away from our hometown, and we chose Australia. Yeah, we can continue.
I wasn't into architecture so much than that Aga, so I always was more into 3D. Aga wanted to be architect a little bit longer.
Yeah, around 3 weeks longer.
Yeah, but still. In LA, I would quit like way sooner, but I was like thinking about Aga, that it damaged reputation, and I was staying more because of her. And when we got the offer in Australia, offer sounded great, but then we check out the prices of living, and we told that once that we thought the prices are usually in Europe, the prices are per month, but in Australia, the prices were per week. So our great offer wasn't so great anymore. So I started looking for a job in archviz even before we traveled to Australia. I found out I landed some job interviews. I worked a bit longer in architecture company, but then I switched to archviz. I worked in Artera Interactive. They were doing a lot of like city projects for Sydney government. Yeah, the atmosphere was great. The working conditions were awesome. I think in most companies in Australia that's the case. Aga was working in virtual ideas.
Yeah, and it was great to like so lovely people and possibility to learn so much. I've learned there like lots of things there. It was like really great base for me for the future. And yeah, I really enjoyed that time there. And it was not as easy decision to finish the job and move on, because it was like really great there. So I always have lots of great memories from that period of time. So yeah, if guys watching, I send lots of love there.
Yeah,
So
and then
basically, let me ask you one thing. So okay, Adam, you said that you were already a little bit in 3D, but actually the majority of the stuff that you learned it on the job, or is that a fake assumption?
no, most of the things we learn during university,
Okay.
but then on the job we like get more into it, like 80-20 rule. So we got a solid base, but then during the job we learn all the details and kind of
And in
insight.
Australia, you stayed for how long?
2 years. It was almost 2 years.
2 years. And then you went back when?
Yeah, in 2018.
Okay.
2019. We decided to go back mostly because it was super far away from family, friends, and I think if our family was there, we would definitely stay. It was a lovely place to live, but yeah.
It
Yeah,
is
so
difficult.
Yeah, Australia's a long way away, isn't it?
Yeah,
Nigel
we
is now in
did.
New Zealand.
Yeah, Nigel's in New
Ah.
Zealand, so
I'm even further. But you traveled to New Zealand as well, didn't you?
Yes.
Yeah,
New Zealand
yeah.
was
Great trip.
probably the best.
Yeah, like so many nice places to see. We did road trip, so we visited various places. Like I don't know how
Pretty
long we
much,
traveled.
3
Like
weeks.
3 weeks, yeah. So we saw pretty much most of the like
places.
top places, and it was like super.
And that's when you started to hone your skills in filmmaking and making streams and videos. Is that correct? Or
Yes, that's correct. Yeah, I was watching a lot of YouTube videos. I was interested in cameras, and during holidays we spent most time making video just for ourselves, just for fun, to have good memories. Yeah, and then with that knowledge, combining my camera skills and Aga's presentation skills, we were able to start the YouTube channel easily.
Sure.
yeah, that's interesting. I would like to ask about that as well. Like how did that idea come about that you decided to, start the channel?
That was actually in Italy. So it was during COVID. Like we didn't know how big it will be at that time, but we decided to combine our like work with our biggest hobby, which is snowboarding, and we went for a whole winter to Italy. And because it was in the year when the COVID hit, we had to move back evacuate
So,
basically. And so it was like a really quick decision. Our landlord, she called us, and we had like just a couple of hours to pack our things and go back to Poland again. And during our drive, we decided that we have to do something, and we thought that YouTube channel that this is a great time to start YouTube channel, because we had this idea before in the minds, but this was sort of an impulse to do that.
Yeah, we weren't planning to do that before, just the idea, but it was like, oh, maybe in a couple of years. We needed that like final push.
And
Yeah.
the funny thing is that it was like way easier because like when we came back from Italy, basically no one wanted to see us. So we had like lots of time
It's
to
so funny.
yeah. So
Yeah.
it was easier in that way.
And another question that I have is that the master class that then you created, was this something that you taught before the actual YouTube channel, or did you see it as an opportunity to say, look, you know, we're gonna have a certain reach, maybe this is a product that we can monetize? How did that come
No.
together?
No, we started with masterclass with our course, and then YouTube came later.
Okay. So you had already a
So it was
product
like,
before.
about half a year, maybe.
Yes,
Yeah,
something
7
like that.
months, something like this.
And how long did it take you to put it together, the master class?
Couple months.
Yeah, something like that.
Couple months. We didn't spend like too much time. We just wanted to create something solid and see how it goes.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was like first attempt to see if it works, if it's something what people will like, and because it was successful, so we decided to move towards that direction.
Okay,
Yeah.
makes
At the
sense.
beginning,
Yeah.
we were doing a lot of projects, and course was alongside, but after about maybe year or
Yeah,
two
I think
of
yeah.
YouTube, we started to paying a bit more attention to the quality of the video, spend more and more time on each video, and yeah, we have to cut back on project a little bit.
Actually, this will be my next question. I'm interested to know, are you still doing production work? Are you still involved in projects? If not, when did that stop?
Yeah, we're doing projects sometimes, but not often. Not often. I think we get less and less time. As you know, we have 20 months old child also. That doesn't help. So yeah, we have to
We
we have
just
to be really mindful about where we put our time into nowadays. Yeah.
yeah, so we had to prioritize things and projects we do. So yeah, it's we just have to like put the attention carefully where our time goes.
No, I totally get it. And also, like, you get to participate in a lot of things that other companies want you to be involved in. Like, you were in Vegas recently because of the Autodesk University. So I guess that you having a presence online with the YouTube channel must have also changed a lot about how you guys interact, not only with the community, but also with the people behind, right? The sponsors and companies like this.
Mhm.
And congratulations, by the way. I saw that as well recently. That yeah.
Thank you.
And so
Yeah,
sorry, continue.
No, yeah, the YouTube channel definitely like opened lots of paths for us. That some of them we expected, some of them were not expected. So definitely in terms of sponsor or like some cooperations we have with software or hardware companies, that's something what YouTube bring to us because of its size and reach. But also like other things like like some conferences as you mentioned, like also what's great, we also like meet people and we became friends instantly. So yeah, so it's not only opportunity to do like professional things, but also to meet with people and have nice relationships.
Yeah.
It's
We want
fun.
try
Yep.
to make
Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
try to make try to make also a bit keep fun with the YouTube channel, like and do some interesting things like studio tours. And recently, not sure if you saw it, but we scanned AGA, and Humano guys created a 3D model out of her. That was definitely
Yeah.
like a super fun experience. So yeah, we try to in the future we would like to go into that direction a bit more.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Aga, what you said before, you know, the three of us here are fully have embraced that part of the archviz community about meeting people and becoming friends with people. We know all about that because we've all been doing this, and I think that's actually one of the most amazing parts of like what if you're visible. And that's one of the most amazing parts of that is like being able to meet all of the people in the industry and in the community. Yeah, so I think that's I would assume that's like a great part of it for you guys as well.
Most of the time we spend like in this room, so it's recent thing for us, but definitely super exciting. Most
Guys,
of the time.
there is a lot of creative energy coming out from Poland right now. A lot of innovative companies that are doing incredible work.
Too many people here.
You know, you got like you and I met in Wrocław at the BW3, I think it's called, the conference,
Yes.
right? I got to meet a lot of creative people, interesting work. There are the guys from Modelat, who I think are making some of the best 3D models available. The Umano 3D are also from Poland. What do you think it is that sorts of like has created this trend of all these cool things coming out of Poland?
Simply saying we are awesome.
Okay, that's
I'm not sure.
I think I know that there is lots of people from the industry in Poland, but I'm not sure really what's the reason behind it.
I think maybe there was like back in the day when we learned archviz, there was a lot of guys from Poland, like Paweł from Motiv.
Yeah.
We really pay attention to his work, and maybe more people do that, and they saw an opportunity. Also, they created a lot of they created the market at the beginning. So maybe that's the reason.
And also there is like quite a big group of people who finish architecture, so that might be case as well, because like lots of people from architecture go to archviz. So
I think architects doing architecture.
Yeah, that's another point. So I think it will be like various of reasons.
I was expecting a very basic answer, to be honest.
Okay, so I said we are.
She gave the basic answer.
No. I was expecting an even more basic answer.
Okay.
The people at Evermotion.
Yeah.
They have initiated any 3D artist I've ever met.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But I didn't know they are from Poland for a long time.
Yeah, people even write on their LinkedIn job title as Evermotion artist. And it's like, oh, you work for Evermotion. No, I use Evermotion products, and I'm an Evermotion artist. So yeah, it's started a whole new job title.
Nigel, you've been awfully quiet. I mean, you're the expert here. I can't believe that you have no questions.
I do have questions. But following on from that, do you find that a lot of people have done a similar sort of career to yourselves, and they've traveled overseas, or they've gone other places in Europe first to work for other studios before returning to Poland? Is that the case, or are you seeing a lot more homegrown talent staying and working for Polish companies?
Some friends from university did the similar thing, but most of the people, I think, they stay in Poland.
That's great.
Because it's not convenient to travel.
So that sort of leads us on to training then. Where do you feel people get the training?
What kind of training?
Well, in terms of to learn how to use archviz.
I think most of the people back then just are self-taught from trial and error, some tutorials, and
Never
Not
mind.
so much YouTube at that time,
Yeah.
so definitely not YouTube.
yeah. And we learn during the studies, so we had to each semester we get the architecture project, and we had to visualize it at the end. So we had clear deadline. We had to do the project. So we asked some friends from older semesters, watch some tutorials, figure something by ourselves, and that's how it usually goes, I think.
Cool. Good.
And I have a question that's like maybe just completely taking another topic, take you in another direction. But where are you guys located in Poland?
Gdańsk? Do you know, like north of Poland?
Okay,
Beautiful
I-
city.
yeah. I
Yeah.
actually only place I've been in Poland is Krakow.
So yeah, because we originally are not from Gdańsk. We just moved here, I think, 2 years,
Mhm.
more than 2 years ago. So yeah, we are more from Krakow area.
Okay. Yeah, I was
The-
really impressed. I have to discover more of Poland. That's for sure.
So come to Gdańsk, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
okay.
worth to visit.
Okay,
There's really
I'm
something.
gonna give you a call if I'm coming. You can
There's
show me
Definitely.
really
around.
something. There is really something particular about that city, and I can understand why you like it. I do think that, it's very, like, I haven't seen a lot of Poland yet, but Gdansk is really different in comparison to, Warsaw or Wrocław. It almost seems like we're in Scandinavia. It doesn't really feel
Mhm.
Yeah.
like a proper Polish city. And also, like, I do think that the architecture as well as the energy that you breathe a little bit in the city, it feels like a very young city, but also
Mhm.
very artistic. Is that something that resonates with you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
definitely.
Yeah.
The city center.
Like
If you don't know where you are, you would say Scandinavia.
yeah, lots
For
of
sure.
people have the same thoughts. So it was our thought too when we came after years. So
We just
Yeah.
moved here because it's cool city, no other
Yeah.
reason.
Okay. Fair enough.
Mm,
And
yeah,
I wanna ask you something a little bit more personal, because we started to talk about it yesterday with Luis of Narrative, with which we have shared a beautiful day recently, all of
Yeah.
us. Like, I expected it from you, Adam, because you look buff and very well trained. Aga is a machine. Like, that woman could kill a bear with her bare hands. She looks
Thank
she
you.
looks so sweet and nice, but she does her thing. I've seen her
You haven't
training.
seen her do boxing yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
I thought you were about to say you haven't seen her angry yet.
no,
No,
she doesn't.
I don't get angry, so this is not the case for me. But yeah, definitely boxing will be something what people probably won't expect from me.
I'm curious to know a little bit about, this aspect of your life. Like, I do think that a lot of people, one pattern that I've recognized is that a lot of people that are actually doing, cool, interesting things, they prioritize a lot on their own health,
Mhm.
both physical and mental. And I'm actually really happy that this is happening, because it means that that we're becoming conscious about this aspect of our life. What about you guys? What's your routine? How do you try and fit it into your day? I'd like to know more about it.
Yeah, so maybe.
Yeah, so lately we started to train tennis. This is something new. I always wanted to do that, but for some reason didn't have a chance to do. So I think we train for half a year so far. right?
Yeah.
So this is like a cool thing, and so we train twice a week.
Yeah, but
in
general, yeah, I was always into sport. I was training boxing for a long time. For me, I have to train, otherwise I would get angry, frustrated, and
the energy that have to go somewhere.
I don't have problem like finding motivation to go to the gym. I never did. I struggle with time a little bit, but still the training must be done. Aga is a bit different, so I have to push her. And at the beginning, I spend a lot of energy like motivating her. But now after these years, she's kind of similar.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I wasn't as active before when we were together, but definitely Adam did a great job, because now I cannot imagine to not do at least a bit of training or being active in a way.
Yeah,
It makes you feel better, right?
Yeah.
It's a must, especially when you sit in front of computer. And,
you guys are motivating me right now, because I actually have been talking with my wife recently about, something we could do together, and tennis was one of the things that we were talking about. So gonna have to do it.
We have probably
not sure if together is a good idea when it comes to tennis, because you have to.
Yeah, because funny thing is that we train together with the trainer, but when we go to the court together, like for me, it's a real training. For Adam, it's more like I don't know, like
yeah.
I don't know, like
and also you have to go with the same attitude. Sometimes I go with attitude of like going for training, and Aga goes with attitude of having fun, and you have to match that.
So
yeah, that's true. Maybe if you play doubles against other people, there you go. How about that? Mixed doubles.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But no, it's great fun.
Tennis is great. Yeah.
Guys, especially if you're starting out in the field of archviz, there is nothing better than to read the comments of the client, and then you just switch off the computer, go to the gym, and then you go and push and be like, turn the fucking chair 13 centimeters. Kurwa.
You don't have to wait for a lot of motivation this way. So definitely it's the way to go.
When I was working in Sydney in Artera Interactive, we had like boxing gym like 5 minutes from office, and we had the company passes. So each lunch break I was going for training, and it was super like beneficial for me, but also I was way more productive because I was working 4 hours, then going gym, and then I was starting like fresh, like new 4 hours, not like tired after lunch, but fresh. So I think it's very good idea to train during the work.
And I remember when Adam went to the work first day, and he wrote to me that there are some passes for the gym, and then he figured out that he can go actually like every day during the lunch, and he was like so excited, like it was the best job ever.
That's good that I didn't know about that before I started, because I wouldn't even negotiate my salary. I would just
go straight.
Now, this is just an observation, but you've seen, right? The guys that work at the boundary, how fit and how big they are, right? Imagine the sort of comments that those guys get from their clients.
You can see who had the worst comments.
Exactly.
Well, I would recommend you invite your client along. Say you're boxing. Why not invite them? Come along and spar. That's one way of just leveling the field.
Might be idea.
Yeah. See how the comments come next time.
By the way, in terms of comments, there are some comments coming in from the the comment section of the video. Should we ask them now, Jason? We just squeeze them in because
yeah, we could,
not?
Or we could see if anyone else has questions and we could ask it towards the end.
Yeah, we can.
Well,
Okay.
we're talking personal. We can get on technical in a minute.
Yeah, okay. So
I would say we can ask in a minute.
I do still want to know some personal stuff from these guys. You know, we have them under the detective lamp. Why don't we keep pushing the envelope? I want to know, you know, like I have made content myself and I've been doing this for a very long time. I know that, you know, like sometimes there are things that you do when you forget to record the little bits, or maybe you say something in the wrong way and you gotta reshoot it. And it, you know, it seems like everything is good and fun, and it's I don't know, like people think that you're having the best time of your life making videos, but it's actually quite a frustrating process oftentimes, right? I would like to know, is there ever been a situation where you guys were really like, you know, fighting, or there were like crisis because of the videos that you were making?
Yeah, pretty much with every video. No, I think we haven't got videos when it goes smooth and nothing to re-record, or there's always some small
to be
issue.
honest, there is like always something. I think like everything what could happen already happened. Like no video, no audio, no like everything what you can imagine. So yeah, you just got. This is why I think I am a good person for this, because I don't get frustrated like pretty fast. So I just have to go out from the room, just take a couple of sips of water and say to myself like, okay, I have to go back and record again. But if it will be Adam, I think it might be a bit worse.
I can't imagine myself.
So yeah, but there is sometimes frustration, but what you can do, you have to have your job done and you have to just like do it again. But second time is always faster, so that's the good side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what you're doing already.
Yeah, we had like when Aga starts recording, there is like big checklist to go through. Turning all the lights, we have like 7 lights or something. Like plugging microphone is quite often a big deal. So we record and you have this shitty audio from camera.
Yeah, so we started to record backups for audio, because we can do it through camera or we can do through microphone. So I do both of them now, just in case if one doesn't work, because this is the most common issue, that the cable doesn't stick correctly and there is nothing good you can do. Like you have to just do everything over again.
Yeah.
I would also like to ask. Oh, go ahead, Fabio.
No, I just wanted to tell you, like, there was one thing when I was writing my own scripts, I would read them through, and I have the very bad habit of like biting my own nails. And so I would get the script done, I would memorize it, I would know what to do, shoot the video, and then I go and do the cutting, and I have fucking nail clips on my t-shirt. And I'm like, I am not reshooting this. I rather rotoscope everything.
Take them out.
It's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to follow up that as well, but you know, it's a bit related to that. But I was just curious, like, where are you coming up with your ideas for, you know, the content for the videos that you shoot? Is it things that you've experienced yourself that you think that people would like to know more about, or is it, do you have requests, or just, I would just be curious to hear a little bit about that.
So at the beginning, like we just tried various topics which we thought will be interesting, and then with time, sorry, because we are running out of battery. Yeah, all good now. So we tried various things, and with time we just knew like what is better for the audience, what is worse. But yeah, like lots of the time we came up with ideas like we think like what we can do, like what is fun for us, like lately, like with studio tours or with Humano 3Ds when where we scan myself. So these are the topics that we do for fun. But with tutorials, we always, like at the beginning, we started to think what were the answers for us at the beginning, which we would love to know at that time. And then there are also some things we have in the comments that the idea comes from our audience. So yeah, would you like to add something?
We never struggled with video ideas. Sometimes we struggle quite opposite, that we have so much content to feed because
Yeah.
we do just once a week. So.
And have you ever experienced, I don't know, other trainings or educational things on your own, like from your own side that you saw and you thought, okay, this could be done better, or this was inspiring. I want to, I want to do the same thing, but in our way. Have you ever had this as well?
I don't watch too much. We don't watch too much archviz content. I watch other things like which interest me on YouTube, and but sometimes we see some. But on top of my head, I don't have.
Yeah, like basically our inspirations, they come from other industries, never from artists, I would say. Like more from photography or videogrammy, but not
more like some Photoshop tutorial from some photographer, and then you try to adjust it to
artists, yeah.
That is cool. And I'm glad that you're saying this, because like we try to find different ways to tell people to look for inspiration outside of archviz. Not because we don't care about archviz, it's because, like there are things that we might not be finding or seeing if we just focus in one little place, right? And so I think it's smart what you do, and I'm glad that you brought it up, so maybe people can hear it not only from us but from other people as well.
Yeah, I can tell you that at Brick, I'm working at Brick, and at Brick Visual, this is hugely important that things are viewed from outside of ArchViz. What are the things that you can take inspiration from for creating images? And so, yeah, I mean, it's a really important part. And I think we tried to do this with the D2 as well, to bring in outside, outside things that are outside ArchViz as inspiration.
Yeah,
super important.
It's also boring to be in one subject all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. I think on that, Jason, there's also outside of the computer as well. Just step away from sitting in front of the computer and getting out into the real world and looking at things, sketching, drawing, experiencing nature. I mean, that's where you learn to see.
Yeah, this is probably why we value traveling so much. It's a great break and refreshment, and you can be really grateful for what you have because of that. You can see how small you are sometimes when you see the big things in nature. So definitely traveling is something like that for us.
So I have a question that I really think it's an important one. Is it like, there is this myth that you cannot really work with your partner? What would you say is your take on this topic? Oh, I love the way I love the way
no, like, okay.
So do we need to separate you to have this conversation?
Oh, that's fine. I think we can handle that. No, we work with each other for a really long time because we met each other in high school. So like whole university, we just have a break when we work in Australia in different companies. But beside that, we always work together in one way or another on projects on university, or like doing projects together in archviz later. So each internship was together. So like it's nothing new for us.
Yeah.
So we we just know how to handle it. Like when we know that we have to prioritize things the same. So if our priorities are in line, then we have no issues. The only issues they are when we agree on something and then one of us goes in another direction, then we have some struggles, but it's always like way to talk, and I think we do pretty well.
Yeah, it's also very convenient because we don't have issues with schedule, with planning things.
So we just
do
have
everything together. So
we can just ask ourselves to do something, and it's never the issue. Like we can combine this professional life with personal, which is a big advantage in terms of that.
So you never stabbed each other?
Not yet.
No.
You're still in time.
Yeah, like I'm not sure if we have as much experience because like I don't know, like 10 years or something, but yeah, there is still plenty of time before, like after, so we'll see. But so far it's okay.
No, it's good, you know, like I've had the chance to see you guys together, and I think it's amazing what you're building for yourself as a family also. You know, I got the chance to meet Leo as well. You know, if he wants to come in to say hi, just bring him in. But I think it's fantastic. You know, it's the dream of many, I guess, you know, to have that possibility. And so, you know, like I do look at you with a very deep sense of respect, because, you know, it's beautiful when people find something that they love, and then on top of that, they love each other and they can do it together. I think it's really amazing.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
I waited to say that online, you know, not to you directly.
No, but
so like, you can tell everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I have to say that it's like big privilege to have that, and like because like I have to say that we design our lives in a way, because we had this conversation early on, like what we want to our lives look like, and we like just continue doing that path. So it's not really random. So we like I highly recommend everyone to do that if they want, like to know like what the values in lives are and what they really want to do, and like talk with their partners about it, because it's another thing, like partners have to be in line with that, because if one person wants something different than another, this is where the struggles starts. But yeah, like if you can go like according to this path, the life is way easier and you can really enjoy that.
I have a question regarding your masterclass as a sort of like you continuing your own business as a you know, content creator. Now that the masterclass is out there and you've done it, beside updating it and making it modern, do you guys have any other ideas that you're sort of like exploring as part of like a next stage for your company? Shit, now I'm made to think about it.
No, the thing is that we have lots of ideas, but not all of them we can say. So okay. like we think about future all the time, but we have the rule that we don't plan more than 1 year. Because like from our past, we know that it didn't work. So just 1 year ahead. And and we have many ideas, but as I said, like we cannot say everything, unfortunately. But one of these things like we did lately was the 3D Tribe in Poland, which we started. So we cooperate with Motif Studio, and we organize these events. So this is something what is new, like outside of master classes and not offline but online. So yeah, would you like to add something?
No, you said it great.
Yeah, I think if anyone, I just want to point out, if anyone who's watching has any questions, you know, just let us know.
We have one.
We can go ahead and I was going to say we can go ahead and ask this question. So Mohammed has asked, he's asked about Unity, but I'm going to go ahead and say let's talk about it as real-time rendering engines. If you guys have any thoughts on what do you think that is, that the future looks like for real-time rendering engines. In the sense of what is it going to, how's it going to affect the ArchViz community, let's say.
Yeah, as we were talking before live started about technology, computers back then, it grows really, really fast. So in 10 years, we cannot even imagine what's gonna happen. So that's for sure the next step. But in 10, 20 years, the reality could be like totally different, and we don't even know what's gonna be new. That is, real time is something we definitely want to start creating content on YouTube. We just struggle with time right now to fit everything in, mostly because our kid he needs so much attention. But yeah, that's definitely something we want to start creating content on.
I think it's one of those. Something? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, of course, Nigel.
All I was going to add is there's so much choice out there. The question before about Unity, and I mean, you could just start listing off all the different technologies, and surely it comes back to the user experience of use whatever technology you feel comfortable with, not what your peers are using, but Unity is great, Unreal's great, they're all great, but they're all, if you're an expert or become an expert, as we talked about earlier, like if we go right back to the dawn of computer graphics, there was no real-time rendering, there was no GI, but you could still produce beautiful results. So just learn something that you're comfortable with. It could be Blender, anything really. I think it's more about participating in the industry and actually, using the tools that you can afford and go for it.
I think also once you know the general basis and one software really well, it's super easy to learn another one and another one.
Yeah.
When you need it.
Yeah, so it's good to start for something hard.
Yeah, but it's also easier. Like we were saying before, it's don't think that the software is going to do the work for you.
Yeah.
You have to actually do the work with the software. So you can
wait, what?
I thought you could just push render.
Yeah, the clients always tell me that we can just push the render button. It's no problem.
Well, you think we've all got smartphone, and the technology in a smartphone is more powerful than what they created Toy Story with. So when I talk to students, I say, why aren't you making films on your smartphone? There are apps for 3D. Why aren't you making 3D on your phone? And you'd be really surprised with a lot of the visual effects companies, how many supervisors and seniors will just create stuff on their phones, especially concept design.
And don't give ideas to the Autodesk people. If they're gonna make 3ds Max for the smartphone, we're gonna be working whilst we poop, man. That's unacceptable.
But Fabio, then you might get more done.
You might get more done.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, real time's inevitable. AI is inevitable. It's all happening. But I think it's all how you access it and what you do with it that counts.
Yeah.
That's my view anyway.
Yeah, we have pretty much the same view. Even with AI tools, it seems like when we do tutorials, it seems easy, but you have to spend like hours testing and adjusting. And I bet my mother, who doesn't is not in industry, will not come out with the same result as we do using AI tools. So
you're teaching your mother 3D?
No, I don't. I mean that if we use AI tool, which seems super easy and you just have to type stuff, still our result would be way better than her. Because there is
there's a knowledge of
some work behind that and some thought and some understanding and
because you're giving it some. You're the one deciding what direction you want it to go in some way.
There is a question regarding the future of 3ds Max. What do you think it's going to be the future of 3ds Max?
Would you like me to answer that?
That's a tough question.
No, Nigel, you have too much info, maybe.
I have a lot of info on that, so
I'm not sure. From what I know, they are doing pretty well. But no, like it's hard to tell. As Adam says, we can like make some predictions, but like no one knows like in which direction we'll go. And another thing is that we use 3ds Max like in archviz, like not fully. Like 3ds Max itself has like way more potential than we use, so it can be used for movies and much bigger projects than archviz itself. So like I wouldn't say it's dying or something, but yeah, in the future we may all use just real time, or maybe they will become they have some options that will change the way of projects. Like it's hard to predict, really.
yeah.
Okay.
Nigel, what were you going to say?
oh, well,
Nigel,
how long
give us
do we
the
have?
dirt.
Well, all I would say on,
Let's not do that.
but we're talking in a certain industry, and you've got industry standards which people flock to, and it, you know, Autodesk software has been used for decades. It's not to say that you can do like for other softwares, but it depends really on the scale of projects that you're working on. And but who knows, if we go back to search engines, and if I think back to, and Jason could probably agree, but back to when the internet started, I used to use a search engine called Dogpile, which it still exists. I thought Dogpile was great to go searching. And then along came this Google software, which, I mean, no one had heard of, and things changed. So we don't know what in 10 years' time what software might come along. There's when it comes to crowd software, and I'm going to plug my favorite at the moment, you should check out Real Illusion, because the Real Illusion have come out with a crowd system that is phenomenal. And that not anyone really in the archviz industry knows about this, because everyone follows the herd, everyone uses the similar software, and what I find is there's not enough curiosity to go out there, explore for yourself what's out there. And as I said before, find something that works for you.
Yeah, I think
Max, I've used it since it was DOS, and when I meet with Autodesk, yeah, we have long and lengthy discussions, and it's a big beast. As you said before, it's a massive beast of a program that maybe the archviz industry uses 10-20% of what its capabilities are.
Guys, I have to interrupt you simply because I had promised Aga and Adam that we were only going to be talking for 40 minutes, and we've been going over the hour already. So I don't want to be rude to our guests, but why don't we just take this as an opportunity to wish each other happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year, so that we can let you go back to your family, guys. Yeah. And that's it. They've already been too generous with their time.
Thank you. Time flies. I thought we are happy in.
Yeah, the same for me. So it went really fast.
Okay,
I
great.
hope it was enjoyable for all the viewers too.
Oh,
yeah, really. Thank you also from my side for being here and doing this with us. We're very excited to have you.
Are we all going to meet in Poland?
I hope so.
Yeah.
When is
we
that?
We should do it live in time.
Definitely.
Poland
is
is
that?
amazing.
I think it would be there is some delay in and we interrupting each other, so it would be way better to do it live in time.
Yeah, definitely.
We schedule something.
We gotta do a pierogi session.
Definitely.
Yeah,
And we
of
had a
course.
really good place in Gdańsk, so
Okay, then we'll do it in Gdansk, and maybe you'll come to me in Warsaw and we'll do it there, okay?
yeah, we can do it twice or 3 times or whatever.
We can do it
Let's
every
also
week.
not-
Every time.
Yeah, we have
Let's-
really good place for pierogi. My brother, they sometimes come just for that from our place, which is 500 kilometers.
So they're good.
Yeah, so I wanted to also mention though that we also should do this in Vienna, right? And have a schnitzel.
Yeah.
At the D2.
I mean, yeah,
Why not?
exactly.
That's the D2.
All right. Yeah, thanks so much. Really appreciate it. And
Thank
thanks
you.
to
Okay.
everyone for watching
Guys,
as well.
don't
you.
go anywhere. We're just gonna stop the stream. Thanks a lot,
Okay.
everybody, for watching.
Thank you. Yeah.
Happy
Uh,
holidays.
Merry Christmas, yeah.
Nigel, thanks a lot again for being here. Jason, thanks a lot
It's been a
for
pleasure.
putting all this together and making sure that everything is running smooth. Good night, everybody. Happy
Bye.
holidays.
Bye.